The morning of the party, my phone lit up 12 times before I finally answered. My fat hair's name glowed on the screen, and by the time I picked up, VHS voice was already breaking.
It is the tent. The cutter says the payment bounced. The venue is locked. What the hell did you do? I smiled into the silence. Exactly what you told me to, Dad. Nothing personal.
I said to believe that family meant safety and that blood promised loyalty. But love can make you naive, and I was the perfect fool. When my parents asked me to help with their anniversary party, I didn't hesitate. I wrote checks with a secret out $10,500 in total. Every cent was scraped together from double shifts and sleepless nights to cover a tent, flowers, and full catering. I told myself it was worth it, that maybe for once, it stopped being the outsider in my own family. A week later, the truth arrived in a text message from my aunt, written as casually as a grocery list. By the way, you're keeping the guest list tight.
You're not included. My chest went cold.
My madhairs follow-up text sealed it.
It's not personal. Not personal.
As if cutting me out of the very celebration I was paying for was just a matter of logistics. As if I asked family just a wowly with a pulse.
I didn't see ROI. Not this time.
I had already wasted too many nights begging for scripts of their approval. Instead, I studied their words, turning them over in my head like pieces of a puzzle.
Not personal. If my exclusion isn't personal, then my response wouldn't be either. I began my work quietly.
First, I called the tent rental company, gave them the reference number, and cancelled the order.
It was simple. The refund went directly back to my account. Next, the catering.
I froze the funds in the payment portal and flagged the transaction as disputed.
The caterer called my mother for years. She, of course, called me, but I didn't pick up. The venue was stricter.
Their deposit policy was strict, but every policy has loopholes. I sent an email, attaching the original transfer receipt, and claimed the charge was an fraudulent authorization. They immediately froze the booking pending verification, which meant the doors would be locked on the morning of the party. Piece by piece, I unraveled the celebration they had built on my back.
I didn't announce what I was doing or give any warning.
Silence was my sharpest weapon. I let their plans collapse in slow motion while they rehearsed their speeches and polished their lies.
Then came the morning of the party.
Guests were already on their way, cars decorated with silk ribbons. My parents were likely sipping champagne in their hotel room, assuming their kingdom awaited them.
And then, the calls began.
My fat hair's panic grew with each voicemail he left. First came confusion, then anger, then fear. 12 missed calls stacked up like dominoes.
When I finally answered, VHS voice cricket.
Do you understand what you've done?
Yes, I said softly. For once, I understand perfectly.
There was a moment of silence before VHS fully floored.
We are your parents. We raised you. You think this is how you repass?
I left a cold, sharp sound.
You raised me to be invisible. To work, to pay, and to disappear when the spotlight came on. Consider this my graduation? He sputtered.
You ruined everything.
No, I corrected him. We corrected everything.
You wanted a party without me.
Now you have one.
Just no tent, no food, and no venue.
Balance has been restored. The line went quiet.
I could almost hear the realization dawning on him. The months of planning, the bragging to friends, the anticipation all of it was reduced to ashes, all because of the daughter they never wanted to see. For the first time in my life, I held all the power. They tried to salvage the day. My aunt's driveway became the backup stage, complete with plastic folding chairs, grocery store platters, and warm soda in paper cups. Guests stood sweating in the August heat, whispering about what went wrong, wondering how a family with money and status could collapse so publicly. I didn't attend, of course. I spent the evening on my balcony, sipping wine and watching the sky shift from gold to indigo. My phone buzzed endlessly on the table beside me with texts and calls apologies disguised as demands. I let them all ring. Later, I heard the gossip. I heard how my parents perfect image cricket in front of their friends, how whispers of unpaid bills and cancelled vendors spread like wildfire, and how my mother smell trembled as she tried to explain Rui's a message.
That was the beauty of it. I never had to shout or reveal a my hint. The absence of everything I had paid for set it all. Do I regret it? Not for a second.
For years, I thought silence was the way to survival. I believed that if I worked harder, gave more, and test for less, maybe one day he'd finally see me. Maybe he'd love me. But their love was conditional, and their loyalty was non-existent. When they finally caught me out, they thought it accepted it quietly, just like always.
Instead, I cut their arm off. The next morning, my father sent one last text. It contained just 3 words: "You went too far."
I read it twice, then set my phone down.
No, I thought.
For once in my life, I went exactly far enough.